What is SWAN? SWAN's a game that you can play on a phone or on a tablet computer that's designed to enhance basic number knowledge. So the theory behind this is that children build a kind of mental number line, and that this mental number line supports all sorts of calculation throughout development. How do we build this number line? How do children succeed in this way? Well, it seems that the earliest stages are just through the production of the count word sequence, just getting those words in order and using them in counting objects, etc. But there's a crucial next stage, which is when this spoken sequence of number words becomes associated with those written Arabic numerals that we all use for calculation and all sorts of other number-related tasks in everyday life. So SWAN's a game to help us build these skills. What sort of problems do children with developmental language disorders have with numbers? Well, first of all, not all children with DLD have problems with numbers, but the great majority do. In a study that we did a few years ago, we found that more than 80% of our sample of children with DLD had significant problems just in the production of the count word sequence. So at the age of 7, these children were counting to the sort of level we'd expect typically developing children of 4 or 5 to achieve, or even lower than that. So most were not successful in counting to 20, and many were not even successful in counting to 10. But there's another very important way in which basic number knowledge was proving to be an obstacle, and that's in the association between those spoken numbers that you produce in a sequence and the Arabic numerals, the written form of numbers that are associated with those number names. So again, our sample of children with DLD had major problems in just that association, being able to write a number, produce the written form when somebody speaks the number, and also to be able to read the Arabic numeral to produce the spoken form that corresponds to it. So those very basic aspects of number knowledge were problematic for our sample, and also the way we analysed these data, we found that those issues in basic number knowledge were causing significant problems in starting to perform basic calculation. So those are the kind of obstacles that can be there for children with DLD, and it's that basic number knowledge that the SWAN game hopes to enhance. So, what does the project involve? Well, if you're working with young children with developmental language disorders, say between the age of 5 and 7, and you're aware of individuals who have problems with numbers, then we'd like to hear from you. What is involved for our participants is, first of all, doing some simple assessments of basic number knowledge, then using the SWAN app for a few minutes a day for a few weeks. After that time period, then doing some more assessments to see what might have changed during that time, and also having a debrief in which we discuss how the app worked for that individual and how it seemed to work as well for the people who might be working with that child. So that's what's involved, and we'd love to hear from you if you might be interested in putting some participants forward. Thanks.